Hi everybody. Today we are going to learn Lewis dot structures for molecules in carbon tetrachloride, carbon dioxide, ethene, ethine, nitrogen and sulfur trioxide. Before we start, let's see the 5 steps that how to draw Lewis structure. Step 1. Count all the valence electrons. Step 2. Determine the central atom. That means the element that is only one of. Third one, draw single bonds to the central atoms. Fourth one, put all the remaining electrons on atoms as pairs. Fifth one, turn lone pairs into double or triple bond to give every atom an octet or duet for hydrogen. The first molecule here we're going to see is carbon tetrachloride. Here we have 5 steps to give Lewis dot structure of this molecule. The first step is count all the valence electrons. Knowing the valence electron of every atom is little difficult. If you would have known the atomic number of every atom and its electronic configuration, it will be so easy. Otherwise, simply by counting the columns of periodic table from the left to the right, the number which belongs to those column tells us the valence electron of those atoms in that column. In carbon tetrachloride, the carbon has 4 electrons. So 4 into number of carbon atoms present in this molecule is 1 equal to 4. Chlorine has 7 valence electrons. So the valence electron of chlorine is 7 into number of chlorine atoms present in this molecule is 4 equal to 28. Therefore, the total number of valence electron of carbon tetrachloride is 28 plus 4 equal to 32. Step 2. Determine the central atom. The atom there is only one of. Here carbon is the central atom. Step 3. Draw single bonds to the central atom. Step 4. Put all the remaining electrons on atoms as pairs. For carbon tetrachloride, the total valence electron is 32. We have used 8 electrons on the 4 single bonds. Remaining 24 valence electrons is here. We now put those remaining electrons on the atoms as lone pairs. Fifth step. Check to see if any atom not have an octet or duet for hydrogen. Here every atom of CCl4 is stable with 8 valence electrons. So the molecule is satisfied and happy, which means Lewis structure of CCl4 is now complete. The next molecule here we are going to see is carbon dioxide. Step 1. Count all the valence electrons. In carbon dioxide molecule, the carbon has 4 valence electrons. So 4 into number of carbon atoms present in this molecule is 1 equal to 4. The oxygen has 6 valence electrons. The valency of oxygen is 6 into number of oxygen atom present in this molecule is 2 equal to 12. Therefore, total valence electron of carbon dioxide is 16. Step 2. Determine the central atom. The central atom is the one, the element there is only one of. Here carbon is the central atom. Step 3. Draw single bonds to the central atoms. Step 4. Put all remaining valence electrons on the atoms as lone pairs. The total valence electrons of carbon dioxide molecule is 16. We have used 4 valence electrons on the 2 single bonds. Remaining 12 valence electrons is here. We put all the remaining 12 valence electrons on the oxygen as lone pairs. While we putting the electrons on them as pairs, remember, don't give any electron to atoms more than an octet number. Fifth step, check to see if any atom not have an octet or duet. Look at the carbon dioxide molecule. Here both oxygen atoms has stable octet electrons, but carbon has only 4 electrons. In order to carbon get octet, turn the lone pairs into double or triple bonds to give every atom an octet. A pair of electrons or two electrons, which means one single bond. Here, each oxygen atom has shared a pair of electrons to the central atom. So, two single bonds are formed between carbon and oxygen. Forming of these two single bonds turned into two double bonds because already two single bonds are there between carbon and oxygen. Now here all atoms are stable with 8 electrons. So the Lewis structure of carbon dioxide molecule is now complete. The next molecule is ethene, C2H4. Step 1. Count all the valence electrons. Look at the periodic table. Here carbon is in the fourth column. The valency of carbon is 4 into number of carbon atom present in this molecule is 2 equal to 8. And see the hydrogen, it is in the first column. The valency of hydrogen is 1 into number of hydrogen atom present in this molecule is 4 equal to 4. So the total valence electrons of this ethene molecule is 8 plus 4 equal to 12 valence electrons. Step 2. Determine the central atom. There is no central atom, so put the least electronegative atom in the center. Hydrogen always goes outside. Step 3. Draw single bonds between each atoms. Step 4. Put all the remaining valence electrons on the atoms as lone pairs. For ethene molecule, the total valence electrons are 12. We have used 10 valence electrons on the 5 single bonds. The remaining 2 valence electrons are here. Put all the remaining valence electrons on the atoms as lone pairs. Remember, never give hydrogen more than 2 electrons. We put 2 of those remaining valence electrons on any one carbon of both. Fifth step. Check to see if any atom not have an octet or duet for hydrogen. Here, right side carbon has stable 8 valence electrons, but the left side carbon only has 6 valence electrons. In order to get the octet number of electrons on the left side carbon, turn the lone pair of right side carbon into double bonds. Finally, once again check whether all atoms are stable with octet or duet for hydrogen. The 4 hydrogens are stable with 2 electrons duet and the 2 carbons are stable with 8 electrons octet. Now the Lewis dot structure of ethene is complete. The next molecule here we are going to see is C2H2. We can call it ethine or ethine. First step is count all the valence electrons. Look at this periodic table. Here carbon is in the fourth column. The valency of carbon is 4 into number of carbon atom present in this molecule is 2 equal to 8 valence electrons. And see the hydrogen, it is in the first column. The valency of hydrogen is 1 into number of hydrogen present in this molecule is 2 equal to 2 valence electrons. Therefore, the total valence electrons of this ethine or ethine molecule is 8 plus 2 equal to 10 valence electrons. Step 2. Determine the central atom. The atom there is only one of. Here no central atom in this molecule. So put the least electronegative atom in the center and hydrogen always goes outside. Step 3. Draw single bonds between each atoms. Step 4. Put all remaining valence electrons on atoms as lone pairs. In ethine or ethane molecule, the total valence electrons are 10. We have used 6 valence electrons on the 3 single bonds. Remaining 10 minus 6 equal to 4 valence electrons. Put all the 4 remaining valence electrons on the carbon atom as pairs. Remember, never give hydrogen more than 2 electrons. Step 5. Check and see if any atom not have an octet or duet. Here each hydrogen has stable with 2 electrons duet, but each carbon has only 6 electrons. In order to each carbon atoms get stable octet electrons, turn the lone pairs of each carbon into double or triple bonds. Here, look at the Bohr carbon. Both carbons are stable with 8 electrons octet and 2 hydrogens are stable with 2 electrons duet. Lewis dot structure of ethine or ethine is now complete. Next molecule is N2 dinitrogen. Step 1. Count all the valence electrons. Look at the periodic table. Nitrogen is in the 5th column. Therefore, the valency of nitrogen is 5 into, here 2 nitrogen atoms are present, so 5 into 2 equal to 10. The total valence electrons of dinitrogen is 10. Skip step 2 because there is no central atom in dinitrogen molecule. Step 3. Draw single bonds between 2 nitrogen. Step 4. Put all remaining valence electrons on atoms as lone pairs. Here the total valence electrons of dinitrogen is 10. We have used 2 valence electrons on the single bonds. Remaining 10 minus 2 equal to 8 valence electrons over here. We put all remaining 8 valence electrons on the atoms as pairs. 5th step. Check if any atom not have an octet. Here the right side nitrogen has stable 8 electrons octet, but the left side nitrogen only has 4 electrons. In order to get octet, we turn the 2 lone pairs of right side nitrogen into triple bonds. Now let's look both nitrogen. Both has stable octet electrons. So Lewis dot structure of N2 molecule is complete. The next molecule is SO3, sulfur trioxide. Step 1. Count all the valence electrons. First, let us look at the periodic table. Sulfur is in the 6th column. Therefore, the valency of sulfur is 6 into number of sulfur atom present in this molecule is 1 equal to 6. See, where is oxygen in the periodic table? It is also in the 6th column. The valency of oxygen is 6 into number of oxygen atom present in this molecule is 3 equal to 18. Therefore, the total valence electrons of this sulfur trioxide is 6 plus 18 equal to 24. Step 2. Determine the central atom, the atom there is only one of. This time sulfur is the central atom because there is only one sulfur in the molecule. We write sulfur in the middle with 3 oxygen atoms all around it. Step 3. Draw single bonds to the central atoms. Step 4. Put all the remaining electrons on atoms as lone pairs. The total valence electrons of sulfur trioxide is 24. We have used 6 electrons on the 3 single bonds. Remaining 18 valence electrons are here. We now put those remaining 18 valence electrons on atoms as lone pairs. Count by 2 when adding them. Now we have used up all of our valence electrons. Step 5. Check to see if any atom not have an octet or duet. Yes, here sulfur not have an octet because it only has 6 valence electrons. So what can we do to make it stable octet? Here one of the oxygen atoms can take one of its lone pairs and share those 2 with sulfur in another bond. The double bond between oxygen and sulfur now make every atom stable octet with 8 valence electrons, which means Lewis dot structure of sulfur trioxide is now complete. Thank you for watching.